So I've got two guitars here. A Gibson SG Junior in cherry with a Dylan Talks Tone P90 in it. And I've got an Epiphone 335 with Dylan center punches and a Jersey Shore Guitar Garage Jimmy Page wiring harness in it. They are both fantastic guitars. One of them has to go. One of them's already sold. So, in today's video, I'm going to tell you why I sold one or the other. And I'm also going to show you why I sold the one. There's more than one factor that goes into making these decisions. And it was kind of hard. So you may or may not have seen on my social media over the last couple of days, I posted a picture of both of these guitars and I said, I sold one, do you know which one? Some of the comments were pretty funny. I bet it's the SG, there was a lot of mixed signals on that one. Nobody's selling the Blueberry Burst 335s, they're too good. Probably the SG, it would be more shocking. It's a trick, you have a backup of both. The Gibson to make a yet to be disclosed point. The ES335, the modding put you off from playing it because it's too fiddly. And my personal favorite, probably the Epiphone because you are a Gibson fanboy. These are all awesome responses. The Gibson fanboy thing I think is especially funny because we've made, I don't know, like 900 videos or something on this channel. And we've made probably 8 Gibson videos of all time, probably hundreds of Fender videos, and not one person in the comments has ever accused me of being a Fender fanboy, which I think is kind of funny. It's just sort of hilarious. Okay, so anyway, I'll tell you what, let's talk about first of all why I buy guitars, because that's really important to this whole conversation. And the reason I'm talking to you about this and showing you this is because it involves you, because this is what we do here. Okay, we have a YouTube channel, talks all about guitar stuff, right? And a lot of what we do requires a guitar to show you an example, for example. Also, we have the pickup company, DylanTalksTone.com. We'll leave a link to it in the description below. Most of the guitars that I buy, if not all of them, are a way to demo various things that we learn and etc. On the channel. And then also to promote our products. So the ES335 with the center punches and the Gibson with the P90s. Well, 99% of the time, that means that the guitars that we buy have something to do with that. That's really important because I don't know if you've noticed here, but we live in a 38-foot motorhome. So I have very limited space for guitars. So basically I have room for 2 electrics and 1 acoustic. And that even being said, my acoustic has to live right here in this chair. So even my acoustic doesn't really have a place to live. It's in a chair. So we really have room for 2 electric guitars underneath the bed. Our bed lifts up and I can put 2 guitars and I can put an amp in there, and then I keep a pedal board underneath in the basement storage of the motorhome. So we're very limited on space. So that means that if I'm going to buy a guitar, a couple of metrics have to happen. One is I have to be able to share some things about it on the YouTube channel and or be able to promote my own products like my pickups and stuff with it. All I ideally like to do is do both of those things, promote my products and share something educational. That being said, we only have room for so many, so they have to flip over. Every once in a while, I'll find a guitar that I want to keep for myself. You know, as well as I do, that when we play guitars, we get attached to some of them. I'll show you one. Many of you have seen my McPherson carbon fiber acoustic guitar. I bought this guitar with my own money. I love this guitar and I'm going to keep this guitar. And this is the one I travel with. So I travel with 1 acoustic and I travel with 1 electric that I keep. So that's basically what it is. And this guitar isn't going anywhere. I love this thing. It's amazing. You've seen the videos. You know I'm super into it. If something better comes along at some point, it will be replaced. Like I'll replace it with something else. But as of right now, This is the bomb, and I absolutely love it. Now here's another example. This is a guitar that I'll buy for the channel. We'll use for a few videos, and then it'll go away. I'm super excited about this because I've wanted to do a video on a Sustainiac pickup for the longest time. Super, super fun. But I don't usually play guitars with EMGs in it, but that Schecter I probably will not keep, and it'll probably move along somewhere else because, again, limited space. And I will replace that with something else that we use on the channel. Now, let's get down to the discussion at hand. Let's talk about the Gibson SG Junior. No, I'm not a Gibson fanboy, but when you think about the bucket list guitars that you would like to own, I'm sure you have a list. You probably have 4 or 5 or 6 guitars that you would like to own. For many, many years, this has been a bucket list guitar for me. I've wanted an SG Junior because, well, what I really want is a 59 Les Paul Junior double cut in TV yellow, but that's outside of what's reasonable for me right now. So I got this instead, and I absolutely love it. And for many reasons, One, because P90s are my favorite pickup, and I don't brag about a lot, but we make the best P90s in the world, and I'm really stoked to be able to put my P90 in this guitar. It sounds fantastic. We've sold a lot of P90s since I did that, and we will continue to. I'm really proud of those P90s. They're very, very good, and so I'm glad to have that in this guitar. Plus, I just love playing it. I am like a punk rock guy when it comes to my guitar choices, and I absolutely love this thing. And it's my first Gibson. For all of you people who think I'm a Gibson fanboy, I've actually never owned one before. I bought a Stratosphere body one time for a project, but for a guitar for myself, I've never actually owned a Gibson. So this was really cool, and I got to buy it at the Gibson garage, and it was kind of fun. It was cool. It was a cool experience. Now, let's talk about the Epiphone 335. This is that inspired by Gibson thing. You just saw the video about all the switching stuff and all the humbuckers and all the everything that went along with it. Push pots, the whole deal. I don't need to do a demo. You know, you just saw it in the other video, and if you haven't, we'll leave a link to it right up here if you found this video first. I bought this guitar for the purpose of building it for a project for the channel, putting my pickups in it to promote my products and the products of Jersey Shore Guitar Garage, because he actually provided this for the video, and I really, really like his stuff, and I wanted to give him a shout out because he's a friend of mine. So that was a project. Plus, I've actually never owned a 335 type guitar before, so I wanted to give it a shot. I really, really, really love this guitar. The reason I'm selling it, or have sold it already, is because room. If I'm gonna carry one electric guitar with me at all times, it's not gonna be this one. That being said, I will own a Gibson 335 at some point. Why would I own a Gibson 335 instead of this Epiphone and keep it in a collection? Because this isn't a collectible guitar. A Gibson 335 is a collectible guitar. Honestly, that's it. See, there's two camps for me. One is a tool to use, and the other is a collectible instrument. This is not a collectible instrument. It is a tool I do not currently need, so it's gone. If I want to collect a collectible instrument, I'll get a Gibson version of it. Also, I like the finish better on Gibsons. That is a very superficial thing. However, I like what I like. You know, you like your favorite color, you like your favorite whatever. I like the finish on a Gibson. It has nothing to do with the tone. It has nothing to do with any kind of superstitious fairy tone garbage. It's just I just like it. It's just on my list to own. No real rational reason. But this is guitar stuff, so there should be no rational reason. Anyway, this is a fantastic guitar. I think everyone should own something like this at some point to give it a shot. And if you're gonna buy a 335 style guitar for $5.99 or whatever these things are, we'll put a link to everything that I'm telling you in the description of this video. If you use those links, it does help the channel. I do appreciate it. I know it's a lot of chatting, but I wanted to give you a kind of an idea of why we buy guitars, what we keep, what we sell, and what we use them for around here on the channel. Also, a little glimpse into our life, living in a motorhome. If you want to know more about that, we have a whole nother channel. I'll put the link to it up here. And that talks more about like the lifestyle of living in a motorhome and on the road, and how much work it is and how fun it is, and the possibilities that we can do to like travel around and tour other places and see things and share it with you. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame videos coming out pretty soon. There's a bunch of stuff we've got coming up along in our travels, and I think you'll dig it. So check out that other channel and subscribe. But anyway, yeah, this is kind of fun. It's not a Gibson versus Epiphone thing. It's a useful versus not useful to me at this present time thing. And I'm really, really stoked to be able to share these videos with you and do all of these guitar builds and all that kind of stuff. So out goes this one. In comes the Charvel. After the Charvel, that one will go out. Something else will come in. And we'll keep our content fresh. If you have ideas for that stuff, please put it in the comments and let me know, because that's what we do here. And that's kind of the whole reason for this channel to exist. So thank you, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Like and subscribe and use the links and do all the things that YouTube reviewers do. I appreciate it. We'll see you soon.